Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 40 of the Penultimate Game Show. Today's topics are 12 minutes impressions and Gamescom news. Everybody does that. Like, it's just change the name of the title, just Games Convention, Video Games Convention. That's it.
But it's not con, it's com with an M. M for monkey.
Oh,
as a monkey ball.
Speaking of monkey ball, we'll get into that news. But before we get into it, if you're watching this on Twitch, feel free to give us a sub and help support us and see more great content. Check out the web. Oh, fuck. I didn't bring in the new intro, Cristian. So depressing. Dude. So depressing. Check out.
From the top.
You know what? I just might do that. No, it's all right. Don't worry about it. Check out our website, thepenultimateconquest.com. to see our VODs and even see the schedule for the rest of the month. And don't even bother checking the schedule because it's not there. Okay? It's been a busy fucking couple of months and I don't have time to fucking do the schedule. I'm sorry. But
I understand.
For those
Similar vibes here.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Ruben, the director of this channel. As always, I am joined by the anime/manga expert and my co-host, Ryan Smith. Ryan, how's it going?
Doing pretty good. Excited to talk all things Gamescom with an M. Like monkey.
Yes, like monkey. Today's guests are the man who's known as Mr. Movie Reviewer and the host of Large Popcorn, Cristian Macias. Cristian, how you doing?
Listen, Game of the Year 2021 is about to roll in, and I'm going bananas.
Oh, okay.
Boy.
And finally, we have the man who's known as the Titanfall Master, writer for VGU TV, and the host of the Players Club podcast, Emmett Watkins Jr. Emmett, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for having me back, y'all. It's a pleasure as always. And I'm ready to talk some games. I was about to say talk some shit, but I don't know if I have negative things to say about most of the stuff we're talking about. So, we'll see. We'll get there as we go.
We'll find out.
Exactly.
Before we get into today's topic, let's get into some housekeeping. If you missed the Marvel Mondays initiative, we did do an MCU rewind review of Captain America, the Winter Soldier, and we also did a live reaction to Spider-Man No Way Home. The trailer finally.
I'm sorry I missed it. I was busy.
It's fine.
The world stops when Spider-Man speaks. I don't know what to tell you.
That's exactly right, Emmett. That's exactly right. Ryan also had Anime Nation this week, and he had Cristian and Kale on to discuss Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.01 Thrice Upon a Time. What's the consensus?
Fantastic movie.
Very fucking good.
Guys.
Wait, that's a movie, not a whole series?
No, that's a movie. It's a part of a 4-part movie in a 26-episode show.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
show
is
slightly more manageable than a 32 seasons of a show or something, like a lot of animes I hear about.
Yeah.
Bro, you should get into it. It's a curse. Don't do it.
I was about to say, literally the only thing I know about that is everyone's sad after they watch it. So I'm like
you want
to more fuel for that?
Before we also get into the main topics of the show, what have you been playing recently? Ryan, let's start off with you.
Oh, what have I been playing recently? Let me think here. A lot of Splitgate. So much Splitgate.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
It's just so good. I can just get online, crank out a few rounds, and then be done for my night. It's that nice get on, play a couple, get off kind of game. And I've been needing one of those.
Okay, cool. Anything else?
Let's think here real quick. What was I playing on? A lot more Mario Golf than I was expecting.
Yes, awesome. Same, dude.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
respect.
I was playing the new. I've been playing the new map.
Okay.
That game gets free updates.
Good. All right, Cristian, what are you been playing?
So I've also been playing Mario Golf with some buddies. New Donk City as a map is insane because it's all par threes, so you got to be on top of your game.
Oh,
and
chip-ins, insane.
The chip-ins, dude. It objectively it fucking rules.
Yeah.
But I've also been playing, speaking of time loop games, I finished an underrated game that's like a Game of the Year contender for me, which is The Forgotten City.
2? Oh.
No.
Game of the Year 2021. Metal Gear Solid 2.
Well, he hasn't finished playing it, or he hasn't started playing it.
No, I'm still playing MGS1 right now.
Okay.
Sorry. But yeah, I'm playing I just beat the Forgotten City. I got the canon ending. I have 6 pages of notes on my MacBook behind me.
Jesus.
And like by the time I don't want to ruin like anything. If you don't know the conceit of the game, like even better, just go into it like fresh. But the way that game like deals with like religion and philosophy and just talking to people and figuring out their problems, which in turn will help you solve the mystery of the game, is so fucking cool. And like I'm sitting on my couch, a character says something that reveals another piece of information from someone else, and I stand up so excited because like, oh my god, now I can do 3 other things that leads me to the mystery. It's like one of my favorite games like that I've played in such a long time. It's so
It's made
good.
by the team that made Until Dawn, right?
No, I don't think so.
That
Okay.
is the you're thinking of the Dark Pictures anthology.
That's what I was
Those
thinking
things.
of.
This one is
Yeah.
the Skyrim mod that turned into a full game.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, and
I
I've
got
been
a
really excited to
9
play this
from
one too.
IGN, dude. It's good.
Mhm.
Jesus.
Mhm.
Okay. So the
Yeah, I'm
question
definitely gonna
is:
check this one out.
is this more you told me about this the other day? Is this more the gameplay closer to Civilization, or is it closer to an actual time loop game? Because I've seen it on Steam, and I was like, oh, this doesn't look like it's my kind of thing.
No, it's closer to a time loop game. It's just nothing but like there's a few bits of action, but it's mostly just walking around and talking to people. And
Okay.
by the end of it, I literally feel like a god, like from Bill Murray
Ooh.
or when in that movie Groundhog's Day, where like I know my routes, I know what I need to do to talk to people, and I know where to go. It makes me feel smart and powerful. It's dope. If you aren't playing it, what is wrong with you?
Okay.
From Bill
I should
Murray.
also watch Groundhog's Day.
You should.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, I know that's another classic I gotta watch, but I'm digging time loop stuff for reasons we'll talk about later in the show. So yeah, I can mess with that concept.
Okay. Emmett, what have you been playing?
I'm playing a lot. Like I said, there's one big time loop game we'll talk about later on. But other than that, a couple days ago, I finally beat Resident Evil 8.
Congrats.
That game ends in a wild way.
So I've heard.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything, but hot damn, that game fucking does some shit and takes some turns and has an ending that is something else. But I enjoyed it quite a bit. I did really enjoy it. It was refreshing to have a big AAA title that I could beat in less than 10 hours. Well, the game said I beat it in 8 hours, but like the Steam tag said it was 13. So I still happy it respected my time and it was satisfying pretty much the entire time. So it was that. And I also played. I'm about almost halfway through Plague Tale: Innocence. I feel really stupid for not playing that earlier. Everyone said it was great. I'm discovering it is great. I really should have gotten on it sooner.
Good, right?
Yeah, it is really good. The narrative is starting to grip me. The characters, I thought I would find them a little bit annoying, but they seem to be growing faster than I was expecting, which is refreshing. And yeah I'm very excited to see like how the relationships are going. And I feel like where I'm at in the game, it feels like, oh, this probably should have ended, right? But it's still going in a way that I'm not like upset about. I'm just like, oh, that wasn't the end. All right, then what else? And so I'm just excited to see like what else they have up their sleeve, considering there's like I think a good 10 more chapters left. So yeah, making my way through that on PS5. The last thing I'm playing is the most recent thing is Omno. Have any of you heard of Omno?
No.
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 Well, good pun. Yeah, it's
Yes,
on Game
I have.
Pass. Oh, okay, so you've probably seen it if it's not just triggering your memory right now.
Mhm.
But it is on Game Pass right now. It's like a very minimalist kind of platformer, slightly puzzle platformer, but it's more just a pure thing. Think Journey if it was a little bit more involved. Where Journey was all about the vibe, it was all about the pretty art style and just interacting with stuff, and it didn't really challenge you at all. Omno is slightly more. It's a little bit more of a game than Journey is, where
Oh, I've
there
seen
are
this.
some.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there is some puzzle platforming. There is like a little bit of problem solving. There is you have to figure out how to get to its secrets and whatnot. But it is very minimal in that it's not challenging at all. It just takes a little bit of thought, and it is a good game for me to play late at night, where my brain is like, I don't want a super hard challenge, but I want something that's going to give me just a slight bit of resistance. And it's really pretty. It's running, of course, 60 frames on Xbox Series S, and it's just really pleasant. And it's like they put you in these slightly open world levels, and they give you like a collectathon. Here's the list. You find everything in this level. You can 100% the level, and then move on to the next one very easily. I've cleared all 3 of the first 3 biomes, and I've only been playing for about an hour. And I think there's only like 6 biomes total, so it's going to be a very short game. But I'm enjoying it. I just unlocked the ability to glide on my staff, so there's a lot of cool movement abilities as well. It's just a fun time. If you're on Game Pass and just want a very relaxing puzzle platformer, Omno is a good one. OMNO.
I just downloaded it. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, it's a good one. So yeah, that's what I've been playing. Yeah, bunch of kind of all over the place.
Okay, cool. Well, I have been playing 12 minutes, obviously. Some more Splitgate. And a bit of a weird game for me to be playing, per se. Boyfriend Dungeon.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
You like it?
okay.
So far,
It's
so
fun.
How you
good.
enjoying that?
So
It's
far,
been
so
really
good.
fun.
Yeah. I'm very like kind of eager to get back to it. I didn't know. Listen, if anybody knows anything about me, I'm getting real sick and tired of these roguelites. Okay, roguelite, roguelikes, whatever the fuck they're called. Getting real sick and tired of them. But this one is surprisingly good. It gives me a dating sim on top of it, so it's like, all right, let's get back to see what she says. You know. But yeah,
First of all, if you were to watch the Blessing Show, you would have figured out the difference between roguelike
I
and
did,
roguelite.
but I don't remember what
Take
the
notes,
difference.
buddy.
Yeah, you're right. Oh,
Just kidding.
well, a roguelite it has some of picks and chooses of what a rogue game is, and a roguelite has some of them. Yeah, boom.
Maybe he's just encompassing the rogue identity and just going on his own path because he's a rogue.
Exactly. You see, Emmett gets
There
it.
you go.
Emmett
Yeah,
gets
I wrote away out of that one.
it. All right, guys, let's get into 12 minutes impressions. Emmett, Christian, and I have been playing some 12 minutes. Ryan, have you been playing 12 minutes?
I have played none of it,
Okay.
Ooh.
and I know
Okay.
nothing about it. So
Okay.
try and
Ooh,
sell
okay.
me on this game, guys.
Ooh,
I cannot do that for you. I am so sorry.
We'll see how that goes.
Oh, you don't like it. Oh, no.
Bro, I hated it.
Oh, my God.
So,
All right.
Emmett and Christian have beaten it. Emmett, what are your thoughts on the game?
I appreciate the game. I know a lot of people are shitting on it aggressively, where people are like kidding this to like David Cage games, which I'm like, shit, is it really like that? But I think, number one, I think the core mechanic is really good. The time loop. I love the idea of trying to figure out a narrative using a time loop and getting into these cycles of, okay, this is how I extract the information, and then I'm putting together different information from different loops. I really like that core mechanic. That's like my favorite part of the game. There is really, this game depends on how much you can fuck with the twist. And I'm not going to talk about the twist in any direct way, but if you can accept that twist, then you'll probably like the game. A lot of people can't accept the twist at all. I'm not saying if you think it's good or bad, it's just getting over that acceptance of it.
Oh, no.
I accepted it, and I was like, all right, so that's the story we're on for. All right, then. And I'm not going to say I love the story, but in games specifically, I've never seen some shit like that happen.
Are you
So
her
I was like,
father?
okay,
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, good point.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you are. Okay.
yeah. Without spoiling it, I've never seen some shit like that happen in a game. So I thought that was like really bold and interesting for them to pull off in a game. So, kudos to them for that. The story itself, I was like, all right, it's fine, but I do understand people's expectation of them wanting to dig into other parts that were left on the table there.
Yeah.
But I thought where they ended it off on, I respected the hell out of it. And I think I liked the game overall. It was cool putting the pieces together in that way. So, yeah, I'm coming away generally positive on it. I'm not like over the moon about it, but I liked it more than I disliked it. And I'm sure Christian's going to cancel a lot of my thoughts out.
No, I'll actually echo the positive thoughts first, because I think you make a lot of good points. Is that you're right. I haven't played a game quite like this on on as a video game before ever that I can think of, right? And that's really cool. Like I think personally, I think this would have worked a lot cooler as like some kind of TV show, like Russian Doll on Netflix, which I think does a very like is great as a mystery time loop genre. But like it's fun. The aesthetic is really cool. I love the art direction. I love the tone. Like the colors in like the bedroom like is always like so cool. It's nice to be in there and like there's like very cool moments where I'm talking with my wife Daisy Ridley and I'm playing as James McAvoy and like I love these characters, right? And Willem Dafoe is obviously Willem Dafoe. Like he's great, right? So like
William
there's a lot
Dafoe's in
going.
it?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Green
He's a
Goblin
main
himself.
character.
You know, it's crazy.
So on that level, there's like a lot to love as far as like aesthetics and tone and mood and just like an entry level of like it's like also a Game Pass game, so like you're not paying much for it, right? $10 a month, I guess, right? So there's a lot to like here, and until you start to get deeper into the story, which I think falls apart for me. And Renata Price wrote a Kotaku article about the ending, which I won't spoil, but she starts off the article with, I think, what encompasses 12 minutes for me perfectly, which is 12 minutes is, or at least should be, a game about trauma. It is, but it isn't.
Yep.
I think there's an ending there that I actually really kind of enjoyed what they were trying to do. And then it kind of kept going, right? And then we start getting into more of like the twist stuff that I won't spoil either. And it kind of abandons everything it was trying to do in terms of like trauma and like psychoanalysis for just shock value twist ending, where it just falls apart for me. And I like Emmett said, it's whether you buy it or not, I think will depend. Like it'll tell you where you land on the game. And for me, I didn't buy it, so yeah, I hated where it went. Like it's the worst game I've played in this year, I think.
Oh wow.
Oh,
And by that I mean like I still enjoyed my time playing through the game. I just did not vibe with the elements.
Okay.
would you say that ending was so bad that it made you resent the 2 to 4 hours it took to get there?
No, not at all. Because I did enjoy don't get me wrong, I have a lot of problems with the permutations you have to do in order to advance to the next like scene, like the next puzzle element.
Yeah.
And like the way you go about like having conversations, if you click the wrong thing, the conversation changes tone like that, and it's very jarring, and like you have to restart the loop because you
Yeah.
chose the wrong conversation.
hmm
But like that stuff aside, I still had fun trying to figure out the like each puzzle, each going through each loop. Like that was like a fun time for me. It was fun to talk about online, especially with Ruben when we were both started on the same day. Like that was fun. So yeah.
Okay. For me, I played about an hour and a half on stream, and then only to realize I downloaded the video from Twitch, only to realize none of the fucking sound came from the fucking game.
Oh.
Silent.
Yeah, it was just me
It'd be
just
like that.
talking shit, and then the subtitles on the screen. Well, I will be going back to it. Obviously, I didn't finish it, but I think I got like to the halfway mark, Christian, if I'm remember.
From what you
correctly.
told me, you're over the big hump. It's worth seeing it through if you're that far.
Okay. All right. So far, it's. I can kind of see what Christian's talking about. I also did read that article from Kotaku, where like some of the shit that you do is like kind of like fucked up. You know, it's very traumatic to the player, it's themselves, and also like the character. Like, there's a lot of shit that you do in this game to your wife, and it's for me.
Yeah.
It's just
I-
like, oh, I don't know if I should be doing this, but
See, that's the thing. It's a sandbox. That's the thing. The entire apartment is open for you to do whatever you want.
right.
And it took me a long time to get that depraved or desperate for answers to go into that direction with the things I would do. So when everyone's like, "Oh man, it's fucked up. You can do this. It's fucked up. You can do that." There's only one thing that I did very consistently that is like a little bit fucked up. Like
Yeah.
no one died. You can probably assume what I did with a mug.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, like other than that, it's like, I didn't have to. Like I did do some stuff to my wife just to see, like, oh, is this the solution?
Yeah.
Like once, and then after that, I was like, all right, I'm not doing this to anybody else. But like, it ideally in a perfect run, your wife doesn't really get fucked up too much.
Yeah. I tried the thing with the mug, like the fourth loop, and I was like, it didn't happen, but I still saw myself doing it, and I was like, "Ooh, do I really want to do this?"
Yeah, it is a little bit insidious, some of the
Yeah.
stuff that you're really forced to do in this scenario.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Yeah.
Emmett, your consensus is it's a good game. Everybody should
Yeah,
give
it's
it
a
a
good
shot.
game. I mean, I beat it in one sitting. It took me like, when I say one sitting, it was like just under 5 hours. You could
Yeah.
definitely, because there was one thing I was stuck on where I was like, I don't know where the hell this thing is. Like,
Yeah.
even when they told me where it was, I'm like, it's not there, and I had to look it up and be like, oh, it's hidden. It's literally on a part of the screen that's too dark for me to even see.
Oh,
You know
Dude,
exactly the part I'm talking
Don't.
about.
I got that right
There's-
away.
There are
God.
so many things like that in this game that like they're not like rage inducing, but they're close. Where I feel like, what? Like it wants very specific answers. And granted, it is kind of an adventure game, but like it. I'm just getting mad, and it's
Like,
hard for me
they
to talk
give
about
you-
without spoiling.
They give you enough rope to hang yourself a lot, where it's like, we gave you all the hints, and then once you find it, you're like, oh, well, of course, that's like they give you enough hints to where when you finally find it, you're like, they did tell me everything that should have led me right here, but I didn't go there.
It's way too subtle though. Like you'll end a loop
Mhm.
and that your character be like, oh, it's getting easier, and it's like, it's not, dude. What are you talking about? I have no idea what I'm doing.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
that did happen several times. But yeah, the consensus is, I think it's worth trying. I think what it does gameplay wise, how it doles out its narrative is unique enough to where I think it's worth trying. And it's probably going to be a shorter, less impactful way of going about it than something like an Outer Wilds or what's the one, the Forgotten City that we were just talking
Yep.
about.
Mm.
If you're interested in time loop stories and want to see how you can do that interactively, I think this is a good test case for that. But if you're gonna connect with this narratively, it's really gonna just be a big coin flip if you can even get behind the twist or not. So
I do think
buyer beware.
I do think that there is something that the game needs. If it's a time loop game, you need to, like, before you start a time loop, you need to see what your decisions were from the previous loop and see like how that branched out. So that way, oh yeah, I did this, this, and this. That way, I know what to do now to further advance through the story. I don't know. That's just me.
To that point, I'll say, listen, if you are leaving 12 minutes and you thought it was, even if you thought it was good, if you thought it was okay, or if you thought it was straight up bad, you should check out the Forgotten City. Is all I'll say.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
If you want more time loop stuff, you're still waiting on Deathloop to come out later. You're like, oh, you want
Bro,
another
that
time
game's
loop
not
game?
coming out. Didn't you hear they
Forgotten
canceled
City.
Boy, they got previews today. What you talking?
Like, I watched something about it
it?
today.
No, didn't
Exactly.
you hear Xbox was like, no, we don't need this fucking PS5 game. Shit's getting canceled,
Please. But yeah, I will be playing the Forgotten City before the end of the year because this got me interested in that one. Since people say it's so much better than 12 minutes, so we'll see.
bro. Okay. We shall see. Next topic, we're going to go straight to Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl news. Emmett, you got some news for us. What's happening with this game?
Hell yeah. So, of course, Future Game Show, the, kind of other, I guess, video games event that happens right around side E3 and Gamescom time. Future Game Show happened today, and at the end of it, we finally got the reveal of 2 more characters for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. And drum roll, please, if you haven't heard the news, the 2 characters are Cat Dog,
Yes.
which everyone remembers from the 90s,
Of
and
course.
April O'Neil.
Which that was a
in-
surprise to me.
Yeah. See, it is a surprise, but in a different way. So, just to give my quick impressions, because I'm a big Nickelodeon fan. Like,
Right.
orange is my favorite color. Like, it's on my trim. Like, you can probably
Yeah.
faintly see the SpongeBob and Patrick
Yes.
statues
Yes.
on the shelf there.
Before you continue, did you
yeah.
just say April O'Neil?
Yeah, April
Yeah.
O'Neil from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
Okay.
in the
all right.
80s style too.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to double check that. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, Nickelodeon has owned the Teenage Mutant
Yes.
brand
Right.
for a while now, since the Michael Bay movies, really. So, yeah, that's them. So yeah, the reason I'm a little bit not super duper happy about this Cat Dog, I'm actually very happy with. I watched a lot of Cat Dog. I'm a big fan of Cat Dog. I have a baseball
What are
cap
they
somewhere in here with Cat Dog.
They
What'd
don't.
you say?
Sorry, keep going. I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But like, I'm a big fan of Cat Dog, long story short. And they released a silhouette of the box art that has like all the characters on there, but it's just their silhouettes. So all of us over on the subreddit for the game have dialed it down, and we knew Cat Dog was one of the silhouettes for a long time. So like,
Cora, baby.
yeah, Korra is one we're expecting, Aang is one we're expecting, and Ren and Stimpy. Those are the three we're still expecting from the silhouette. And then there's three that we still can't quite pin down. But Cat Dog, we knew it was coming. I'm happy it's there, but it wasn't really a surprise. April O'Neil was a surprise in the bad way, where on that silhouette there was like a female form that we could not pin down for the longest time. A lot of people's money was on Dora the Explorer, but like using the model from the live action movie.
Okay.
That's what people were thinking. I was thinking that, and I was really hoping for that because I fuck with Dora too. But it was April O'Neil, and all signs point to that being the silhouette on here. And I understand because, you know, you got to have big names. This is a crossover fighter. You got to, you know, get the characters that people from all ages, all backgrounds are going to know. But we have 3 SpongeBob characters. This is the third Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle character.
I would have gone with Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Oh, could you imagine?
Say that?
K9 would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people want her. A lot of people want Timmy Turner, Jimmy Neutron. Hugh Neutron is a big fan favorite right now.
Oh, yes. I've seen this.
You want to play as Hugh?
Oh, yeah. I've
Bad DI, son.
Yeah. It's a lot of people who want all these characters, and there's some rights confusion with the Fairly Odd Parents and Jimmy Neutron license. That stuff is a little bit in limbo, apparently, the rumor is. But even so, having a third Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle character and 3 total SpongeBob characters, it really feels like the evil Cole, good Cole situation, or like all the Fire Emblem characters in Smash Brothers. Like, it feels like, you know, those are good characters, great franchises, but like, there's so many other characters you could have to fill those slots, and we already have 2 turtles already. So it's like, I'm a little bit sour about that.
Who are the 2 turtles?
But we have,
Mikey,
I think
right?
it's Leo and Raphael. I think.
Okay, good. The only 2 that you should have in this game.
Donatello, bro. That's the best turtle.
No. Leo and Raph are the only 2 fighters. Fuck it. We're going to have Mikey over here just eating pizza.
Yeah.
On screen.
Yeah, he'll be in the windscreen with all the other people, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, in any case, that's my impression on it, where I really wish they would put a different character, because Nickelodeon has so many characters throughout its history that they still probably have the rights to at this point. So a little bit sad on that, but we got 3 more slots that are completely new to us besides the Aang, Korra, and Ren and Stimpy I already mentioned we probably know about. So, you know, we'll see what the next month or 2 holds, because the game's apparently coming out October 5th. So time will tell.
How big do you think the end roster is going to be?
Oh, they've spelled it out. Like,
Yeah.
besides, we have 6 more characters left. So, God, I should have the roster up in front of me.
I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, yeah, you can list them off so people know where we're at.
SpongeBob, Patrick, Zim from Invader Zim, Nigel Thornberry, Danny Phantom, Reptar, which is wild, Angelica from Angelica from the Rugrats. What, Sandy Cheeks?
Yeah, Sandy Cheeks is in it. Also, is it Angelica or is it Helga from Hey Arnold?
I'm sorry. That's Helga from Hey Arnold, bro.
So I was like, there's no toddlers in this game.
Yeah, thank you for
Punch
that.
the shit out of a baby.
There's that one monster from All Real Monsters, the one that looks like an umbrella.
Okay.
The two turtles, and then there's 3 characters that I don't know who those are.
All right, I'm gonna look this up so I can say.
It's weird to have Nigel Thornberry in this game.
Wild, dude.
Like,
I think he's in there for the same reason people want Hugh Neutron, for the memes.
Yeah.
Smash
okay.
him.
But like, out of all the Thornberries, okay. All right. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think it's Lincoln Loud and Lucy Loud.
Oh shit! The Louds.
Yeah, from the Loud House.
Loud
And I
House.
think Danny Phantom is the other one you're not knowing.
No. On the underneath SpongeBob, if you're looking at like the roster character selection, it's like this buff dude who his face is like toast.
Oh, Powdered Toast Man. That's Ren and Stimpy.
I've never seen Ren and Stimpy.
I do not remember him from Ren and Stimpy. That's wild.
He was like their fictional Superman equivalent.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very deep cut. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. We still got 6 more characters to be confirmed for the full roster. And like I said, Aang, Korra, and Ren and Stimpy, super likely already. So
Listen,
we'll see what else we
So
got.
really, we've only got 2 more, I guess, that we don't know for sure.
Well, 3 more that we don't know for sure.
Okay.
So yeah, time will tell.
Time will tell. Sokka, probably. Get that fucking
No,
boomerang.
Sokka.
Let's get more
Sokka
representation
from
with it.
Avatar.
for Avatar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. They already got two. They got two Avatar characters.
Listen.
We're gonna have 3 characters from Ren and Stimpy. Like,
Why
come on,
not?
man.
Why not? That's the power of 3. You give him.
Man,
No,
no.
this ain't no team fighter. What they
Exactly.
should have been giving me is El Tigre.
There we
Ooh.
go.
El Tigre is a deep cut, and it would be a fucking cool fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
agree.
I mean, the creator has approved that being in the game. He
Yeah.
When this got announced, he was like, "Please use El Tigre." Anybody.
Somebody doing something with this character.
What if Keenan and Kel were the ice climbers of?
Oh my
All-Star?
god! I would fucking flip out, and I would immediately buy this game.
I've talked about that so many times. I would love that. They're both not doing that much.
I mean,
Like,
they
Kel
are,
ain't doing
but
shit. But Keenan, he can take a
Yeah.
couple days off SNL.
Exactly.
Kel's executive producing a Nickelodeon show, if I recall.
Oh, okay, good for
Good for
him.
him.
Yeah.
Well, then he ain't in the booth. Like, let's get him in here.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Emmett, for the Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl. All Star.
Emmett, I have this weird memory. Did you tell me you got slimed? Have you been slimed before?
Stay right there.
Oh no, he's got the slime in his.
Did he get slimed?
He did
Has he
get
been
slime,
slimed?
and he just has it. He collected it.
Does he keep it on hand
Yeah,
in his sock drawer?
in his sock drawer. Oh, he's listening.
I don't know where it's at.
He's listening into the conversation. Oh
Right.
boy.
I forgot where it is. I forgot where I put it, but I have a certificate that says I got slimed.
That's
Oh.
dope.
That's really
2002.
fucking cool.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Yeah, right
That's
next
fun.
to the old set for Figure It Out.
Oh, there is a place around me in New Jersey that I think it's like a weird connection mall type thing. That's also a theme park. That I think I could get slimed over there. So we'll see.
Go do it.
Probably could. We'll see if you get a certificate though.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
PDF.
All right, let's jump into some Xbox Gamescom news. Okay, I said it right this
Hells yeah.
time. Thank God.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, we're gonna start off with more Forza Horizon 5 has been shown off, and it begins with you, Keighley, dropping into a volcano.
Yeah, that was cool.
This game
did
is just
not say
fucking
that.
cool. This game's gonna rock.
Is this even a racing game anymore? That
Yes.
you're being
Yeah.
fucking
Where-
heli
In the
dropped
other ones
into
you've
a
raced-
volcano?
And the other ones, you've raced jets before. You've gone to drive a warthog from Halo
I guess I've
and
never
like do
played
like
this
a
game.
movie
Hot
shoot.
Wheels.
Yeah, Hot Wheels, Lego.
Yeah.
Oh,
I will
boy.
See,
say-
that's. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, of course I'm gonna get Forza Horizon because it looks fantastic and I'm ready to play it. But as I was watching the game, I couldn't help but think like, man, I can't wait for Gran Turismo so I could feel like the triggers on my I could feel the ground.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Forza Horizon
Yeah.
looks great.
I don't know. That's all due respect to PS5. Of course, I'm wearing a PlayStation shirt, so like whatever. But I feel like the trigger stuff is a little bit overrated.
Wow.
Like,
Okay.
In some senses, like with Ratchet and Clank, it was really cool when it
Emmett,
happened.
This is a hill you can't die on, buddy.
Let me say it. I'm not saying it's trash. I'm not saying it's bad.
Okay.
I'm saying in the specific context of Ghost of Tsushima, do I want to pay an extra $10 for the
No.
PS5 features?
Bro, I'm
when the game's
still
already 60 frames
I am
and when the game's already has all the content, like what's the point?
I am still so confused at how the pricing is for Ghost of
It
Tsushima
makes no
Director's
sense. It makes
cut.
no fucking sense.
So if anybody can dumb this down for me, please. Like I bought this game twice already. Do I have to buy it a third time?
Also, just while we're here for a second talking about the haptic feedback, I hate it for shooters. God, do I hate it
Oh, yeah.
for shooters.
I turned it off in COD as soon as I finished the campaign.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was like-
Multiplayer, I was like, no.
That shit bangs in Returnal. I don't care what you guys say.
I will
That's
play
a different
Returnal,
kind
and
of
I'll probably
game.
shut myself up there.
It's
Yeah.
more
I'll be
roguelite, something.
Yeah. But yeah.
Let's
But in
get
any
back on
case,
board.
yeah, the trigger stuff could be cool, but for Horizon specifically, like that game is, I'm sure that game's gonna be fun. I'm sure that game's gonna be great. But trying to play Horizon 4 back in the day, it's just not hitting the very specific flavor of racer I like, because I'm a burnout baby. So if I'm not able to drift around corners at crazy speeds, if I'm not able to get into car accidents in spectacular fashion, I'm not really fucking with it. And Horizon really doesn't give that to me. It's a lot more simmy, and I respect it. I mean, they had Kendrick Lamar on the soundtrack for the last one, so of course I respect it. But it just ain't for me. I'm probably gonna sit 5 out, but I know it will be a good game nonetheless.
Okay, cool. We also got a theme controller
That
reveal.
controller's fire.
I don't
God,
know
that
about that.
controller's
I
fire.
don't know about really.
The
Sexy, man.
the $200 one, the Elite controller.
No,
Oh,
not the
this
Halo
is
Elite
just a
controller.
regular
No, this is
65.
the
I'm sorry.
the one
Yeah,
that
the
looks like it's
Forza one.
got a bunch of powder on it, like a bunch of
It
bright
looks
colored
like
powder.
like somebody threw cotton candy on a controller.
It's fucking gorgeous. I love this controller.
It looks really nice. I
Nice.
like it. Gives me Rage 2 vibes. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I also thought that. I was like, why purple? Why pink? Am
I
right?
love unnecessary neon. It's great.
I like this
Good.
the see-through element for me personally. I thought was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The next one we have here was the new Dying Light 2 trailer. And I'd like to get everybody's thoughts on Dying Light 2 so far. Like, are we excited for this, or are we done with zombie parkour? Ryan?
I'm not done with zombie parkour. That's still a cool idea in theory. I'm done with this damn game. I've been hearing about this game
Yeah.
5 years.
since I was a freshman in college. I'm graduating. I'm done with this game. I don't want to hear about this game anymore.
Okay.
For a AA game, just put it out. I know it's been for like 3 developers. Just put it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Emmett?
I mean, I think Dying Light 2 is going to be a good game. I think I'm going to enjoy it if I play it. My thing is, it has taken a long time, and for me personally, the outward news that we're getting is that development hasn't been so troubled over the years. It seems like it's just taken them a long time to nail the vision that they've had. The trouble that I hear from outside is, there's the developers are not really being treated well and some stuff like that.
Oh,
like
no.
not like outright, not like the Activision shit where there's some harassment, but just like long hours and the typical
A lot
stuff
of
that happens in
crunch.
a lot of crunch. And so that
Gotcha.
leads me to believe, like, man, I don't want this game, like, because that's going to show through. If you're burning your developers into the ground, that lack of passion is going to come through in the final product.
Absolutely.
And I don't want the developers to be messed up. Therefore, I don't want the game to be a product of that bad culture. So I'm kind of hesitant for the game because of that, also. But I like leveling up stuff. I like RPG elements. I love parkour. So on paper, I should like it. But I those couple red flags have me hesitant. So
Okay.
we'll see.
All right. Christian?
Yeah, for the most part, like Ryan, I was kind of done seeing this game, but then this trailer did the thing where the dude like jumped off the building, turned around, threw his hook, and then like rappelled into the bottom of the building, and I was like, you know what? Fuck yeah, I'm in. Like
Mission
a lot of
Impossible shit.
Mirror's Edge elements of parkouring that I've missed like so much. So I'm in, and I'm really curious about like figuring like the choices you make impact the story's end and like who you're aligning with. That part really intrigues me, so I'm curious to check it out. Bummer to hear about I had no idea about like the developers being treated poorly, so I'll have to
Yeah.
take that into consideration for sure.
There was
moving
a story on
forward.
like PC Gamer a couple months ago or something.
Yeah, like
but
that
that's stuck
broke
with me.
like 3 or 4 months ago. I remember.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah, still hesitant, but we'll see.
Okay. Me, yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat as Ryan. Like, we've heard so much about this game, but we really haven't heard so much about this game. But like, people keep talking about this game, and I barely finished the first one.
Guns were in it at one point. Now there's no guns in the game.
Oh, really? What?
Yeah.
In 2?
It's
Yeah.
a whole melee combat. Yeah.
Okay, that actually excites me more.
It works for me too.
Yeah, I might get back into that because the whole guns part of the first one was just a bit of a hassle. Like the decay system for all that stuff was a bit too much.
Like I've always said about Dying Light, the idea of it and the zombies getting stronger at night and everything is its best element. That's really cool. And so is the parkour.
Yeah, but it's also
Don't make
really
me fight
scary.
humans for the back half of your game.
It's also really scary though.
Yeah.
Good.
Good.
That's scary.
Okay. The next topic we have here is Flight Simulator getting a world update and a competitive racing mode. I have a question for you all. Have we all given Flight Sim a shot? And if you have, will you be going back for this, Christian?
No, I have way too many stuff to catch up on, and like there's a lot of games coming out in the fall. I still have Microsoft Simulator like installed, so there's the off chance, but I don't see. I say no, but like that game is super vibey, so
Yeah,
there's
never
the chance
forget-
that I might. But
Never forget that great clip that you have of you just trying to get
I-
into Times Square.
I didn't know I broke Twitch terms of service, so I apologize for that.
I also didn't know you broke Twitter. Well, I mean, I knew that you put it
What?
there. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
I think I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Context, please.
Can I say it? Can I say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I know we were fucking around on Microsoft Flight Simulator on the stream, and we were just talking. And I was like, yeah, I've seen like TikToks, people flying through Times Square. It looks really cool. And so I had someone in chat who is from New York, and so
Me.
like, yeah, go fly through this part, and you'll be able to fly through Times Square. Well, the plane was very hard to control through the buildings, and I ended up crashing and burning
into a
very
building.
badly. Yeah.
Into New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for those
Which
of
that,
you,
it didn't even register, dude.
for
Yep.
those of you don't know, we have some bad track records with planes crashing into
They know.
buildings in New York. Okay.
They know.
All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I apologize.
they made a movie about it. It's called 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
They also made a movie about it. It's called Sully. Crashing into
Yeah.
water. Yeah. Crashing into
Well,
that
also
water.
Flight.
Yeah.
Movie
Oh, boy.
rocks.
Emmett, are you going back to Flight Sim?
I haven't
Have you
even
tried
touched it, to be honest.
Okay.
Like, my PC can't handle it, and even though they say it runs okay on Series S,
Bro,
I don't trust it.
it runs
uh,
phenomenal on Series S.
I
I'm
mean,
telling you right now, this game is perfect for Series S.
we'll see. Because we'll probably talk about it later, but I was able to finally get a pre-order for the Series X. So I think I'm
Yes.
going to wait, run it on there, see it in its full console glory, because I can't run it on this thing. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see about it in the future.
Okay. Ryan, what about you?
Oh, you know I'm going back to this game. I
Okay.
love this game. This game is Christian put it best. It's just vibey. You just get to this vibe out and go pick two places you've never been to and just fly from one to the other. It's lovely.
Okay.
I will just drop a little tidbit here. If you love the whole vibe aspect of Flight Simulator, Jacob Geller made a really good video essay
Yes.
about it called Cities Without People. It is a really cool video.
I'll have
Probably
to
my
check
favorite
that
thing
out.
about
That
Flight
sounds really
Simulator.
awesome.
Yeah.
Flight Simulator and this. It's not
Yeah. Yeah,
Let
that's the
me
good
tell you.
stuff.
religious experience.
Oh boy.
I'm meeting you halfway on that one.
I don't know if I'm going back to this. I'm pretty sure I've already deleted Flight Sim off of my Series S. Just
But
because
they're
like
updating Belgium.
yeah, but like there's no space on the Series S whatsoever. So like I gotta
Yeah.
figure out what I'm doing here. Now I
Can
finally
that
got
thing take normal hard drives, or is it also proprietary?
proprietary.
You can use a hard drive for old gen games, but new gen proprietary
Okay.
only.
Okay. The next game we have here was Into the Pit. The fast-paced retro FPS roguelite will release on October 19th and on Game Pass Day 1. Any thoughts on this?
I'll
I totally
play it.
forgot about that game.
As the resident roguelike and roguelite player here, it looks okay. It doesn't look phenomenal. It doesn't
Yeah.
look bad. If it wasn't on Games Pass, would I play it? No. But because it's on Games Pass, I'm gonna play it.
Okay.
Am I gonna say that about a lot of the games we're gonna talk about today?
Yeah,
Probably.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm right there with you, man. Yeah.
Okay. All right. The next one that came up was Humble Bundle drops a shit ton on Game Pass.
Yeah, there's some
Yep.
good stuff in here.
This
the
is
one.
this is the best part of the show for me, and it came
Yep.
and went.
Well, the
It was
list of, let me give you the list of games. Arkvale, Next Space Rebels, Midnight Fight Express, Dodgeball Academia, Bushiden, Flynn, Son of Crimson, Unpacking, Signalis, Unsighted, and Chinatown Detective Agency, which that's what I'm excited for. Chinatown Detective Agency. It Let's
Yeah.
fucking do it. All will be launching on Game Pass on their release date. So, pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm very excited for Unpacking, and I'm very excited for Midnight Fight Express. Both of those are going to be day one plays for me. Very excited for those.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And if you haven't played it yet, definitely check out Dodgeball Academia. It's really fun.
Is it better
Oh, yeah.
than Knockout City?
It's a
It's
it's a
different, right?
it's turn based like
Oh,
RPG.
okay. All right. That does sound good. That art style does look good, though.
It's real fun. It's real fun.
Okay, all right. I'm downloading it now. Fuck. My hard drive is like killing me right now.
Hell yeah, fill it up with good games.
I mean, yeah, but also
All 300 gigs.
pretty much. Next thing that popped up was Xbox Cloud Gaming coming to Xbox Series X and S and Xbox One in holiday 2021. Basically, it's try the game before you buy it, and Microsoft is also targeting to have these games reach 1080p 60 FPS, which cool, I guess.
Yeah,
The-
I
agree.
do.
The thing that this is going to be really good for, I don't know if any of you are super invested in the Microsoft rewards ecosystem,
Yeah.
and all the
Yes.
Game Pass quests and stuff. There's very often where they'll be like, hey, for this quest, play this game for 2 minutes or get 3 kills or something. This cloud streaming thing is going to be really great, so I can just hit the button, just stream it, so I don't have to install. What was it that I had to install the other day? The Evil Within 1, just to get like 3 kills and then back out of the
Sweet.
game.
Sweet.
I am that.
Sucks.
I will do that all the time because I get those free points and then I like just cash them in for Amazon gift cards. So like
Yeah, I
it
get
really
ya.
helps for me. So yeah, that's gonna be really good for me once that feature hits. I already do it on PC, so I'll do it on console too.
For me,
That's
it's I just think of what game I can use this the most for, and of course, it's going to be Halo multiplayer. I'm excited for
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I don't know if I would want to stream multiplayer games to like cloud based, just because of the input lag and a little bit of a delay would.
Right. I guess just Halo then. Halo Infinite. Let's do it.
Yeah,
By
big
yourself.
campaign.
Yeah, by myself. I usually play the campaign by myself. Everybody got such a fucking tizzy about this, like co-op not being not happening on day one, and I'm over here like, oh, people do that still.
I will. When we get there, you'll hear from me.
Okay, all right.
We'll hear
Okay,
from my
Okay.
manager.
Damn, Ryan.
okay, all right. The next one up was Stray Blade, which I haven't looked at the trailer at all. It's a third-person action RPG that focuses both on combat and exploration. It's a melee-focused game that includes multiple weapon types, and the world of Stray Blade is called Acria, and players will explore overgrown city ruins, caves, temples, and more. It will be released in 2022. Also, before we continue, I should want to know that I just want to let it be known that I got this from IGN. The article should be in the description below, and it's by Adam Bankhurst. I just realized I just copied straight up from this guy. Thoughts on Stray Blade?
I have none.
It just looked like another Souls like all due respect, I'm sure it's gonna be a fun Souls like, but nothing special about it from the trailer really stuck out to me. We'll wait till people get hands on. It could be like The Surge 2, which looks like nothing but is one of the greatest Souls likes ever made. So we'll see.
Okay. Ryan, any thoughts?
Yes, I'm looking up this game really quickly because I completely forgot which one this was. Okay, this
That tells me all you need to know. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Definitely again because it's on Games Pass. I'll definitely give it a try because I love Souls likes, but it doesn't look phenomenal.
Souls
from the
likes
point-
or Souls lights?
Souls likes.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, here we go. Games
Anyway,
Pass or
continue.
Game Pass? I don't know.
It's both. It's both.
Game Passes.
Whatever you need it to be.
Sorry, Ryan. Continue.
Anyway, it's just one of those things. Again, the beauty of Games Pass. I can try it out for 10, 20 minutes and make my judgment from there.
Okay, cool. And last but not least, we got the Gunk trailer, which releases in December 2021. Showed off the main character cleaning up the gunk on the alien planet where the game takes place. We also saw some of the creatures players will run into, the vehicles they ride, and more.
Shout out Fiona Nova.
Yeah, Fiona Nova voicing the protagonist, and also, as a songwriter once said, "We want the gunk. We got to have that gunk." Ow. I'm excited for this game. The developer on this one is what is it? Image Form, I believe, something like that. They're the same developers who made all the SteamWorld Dig games and
That's
SteamWorld
image.
Quest.
Yeah.
So I got the name right. But yeah, I love SteamWorld Dig 2. That's probably my favorite Metroidvania, right behind Guacamelee. So I'm excited to see them take their skills into a 3D world finally. And Fiona Nova voicing the main character has me interested as well. And that December release date that they didn't release in the presentation that came out in the tweet later, but I'm excited to play it this year. I think it's going to be a really good one, and I think it's going to really play to my sensibilities.
Okay, cool.
A lot of trailers that didn't have release dates on them until like they were added onto Twitter, YouTube. Also, we can't let Emmett get away with that joke. I'm sorry. I won't let it stand. Like, that was terrible. I hated it. But I also loved it.
We want the gunk.
That was terrible, dude.
Oh, I was proud of it.
Okay, you should be. You should be.
They did a fine job there.
Yeah, I'm clipping that out and I'm tagging Fiona.
I do want the gunk.
Man.
So we're moving on from Xbox to opening night live, and again,
this was the actual hotness. Like,
Yeah.
this is
This is the good shit.
They saved the best for last. Just
they did.
Yeah, they did. I also got this from IGN by Adam Bankhurst. Link will be in the description below. So we're gonna start off with what can only be described as a fucking disappointment, just because it got released before. Like, the info got leaked before. I guess.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
This would have been a hype moment for me. Halo Infinite releases on December 8th. What?
Oh, okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
The release
we're
date
not going in chronological order.
Yeah.
Right.
No. Yeah. Sorry. I just had to,
You're fine. This is the hype moment.
Yeah. Releases on December 8th with multiplayer, just no Forge or co-op campaign. They also showed a multiplayer trailer focusing on Commander Laurette. I'm not going to try to even pronounce her last name because I won't be able to. Who will be one of the main characters featured in the first season of Halo Infinite's multiplayer. Thoughts? Ryan?
Go ahead.
Like most Halo trailers, especially when they get into the down and dirty of being a Spartan and stuff, like, my favorite video game trailer of all time is the ODST trailer, the live action one.
Oh, yeah.
They do amazing trailers, especially for Halo. It got me hyped. I'm ready to be a Spartan. I'm especially ready to jump into some multiplayer. Like that, it's going to have story seasons with it, so that I'm guessing we're going to get different battle pass skins, all that kind of thing. Like to know we're going in that direction with it, especially since it's a free multiplayer. And I thought the trailer was good.
Yeah. Do you remember how they tried to kind of do this with Halo 5? Like, the multiplayer was, they try to give you more story in the multiplayer, and I was just like, we don't.
Yeah, they had story missions and like co-op exclusive story missions. It was weird.
Yeah, very weird. Very weird. But we'll see how this goes. Emmett, go ahead.
Are we including the hardware announcements in this segment?
Well, that was going to be next.
Okay, well, I'll wait. Well, I'm excited for Halo. I'm looking forward to playing it.
Yeah.
But the hardware announcements are really what made me get super excited. I'm still waiting to see more of that campaign, which I'm sure they're going to show us some, but I'd be totally fine if they didn't show us anything else until it released, because I have faith they'll be competent. I know people were wary about Halo 5, but I am under no impression that it will be a bad campaign. It's just a question of, like, how good will it be?
Wait. You have no impression that this will be a bad campaign? Did you play 5?
Well, like, it's not, when I say bad, I don't think this is going to be a garbage truck on fire.
Okay.
The worst I'm thinking is that it'll be mediocre.
Okay.
Like, and you know me, I have a shirt with the club from 2006 on it. Like, I'm Mr. Mediocre Gamer. Like, I love all of the mediocre games. So a mediocre Halo isn't going to do too much to me.
Okay.
I like Singularity. So, like, get off my bus.
Okay. Cristian? What about you?
Yeah, I think the vignette stuff is cool in terms of multiplayer. It reminds you of like what Apex does every season, where they like have like a cool like CGI trailer to kind of start the next season. It's always like they're building on like the canon
Yeah.
of like Apex. So like Halo's doing something very similar, I think here, which like it looks cool. It was a cool trailer. I was very bummed that we obviously got like the December leaks. Felt like it's a shame for that team, like to have
Yeah.
to.
It
First of
is,
all,
it
like
is.
fans were already like let down that it wasn't at the Xbox conference, so they had to wait an extra day to find out the release date. Then to wake up and it's just like online, I think sucks for that team. I also think it was a little bit of a mess on Geoff Keighley's miss on Geoff Keighley's part to break away from the trailer to get like a little bit of like a weird pace where he's talking to the I forget who was on stage, and then reveal the release date just by popping up on stage and then being like, all right, thanks, moving on. Yeah, I didn't like that in terms of presentation value. Like the way
Right.
it pops up on the video that was uploaded to the internet, I think like is like a nice way of building hype. But then again, it leads into the next thing, which I think worked very well for them that Ruben can
Yeah.
probably talk about.
Well, I just want to
Oh,
say
yeah.
I think that they should have had the multiplayer trailer that they showed off should have been at Xbox's Gamescom conference, but the release date should have been on Geoff Keighley, showing off.
Yeah.
Also, the Halo themed stuff that we're gonna get into now.
Before we get into that,
Yeah.
I want to give my complaints about the no co-op at launch.
Yes. Go right ahead.
Okay. So, I love couch co-op. Me and my best friend play a bunch of and that's a dying idea in gaming. Is everyone wants you to play for online stuff, so all that. So couch co-op is dying, but Halo's always had it. Halo is a go-to classic couch co-op. So see it not launch with that, little bummed about it. The no Forge, I can live without a Forge. Forge stuff, the cool stuff doesn't usually come out even until the first another year, when people really get into the Forge and start making their crazy stuff. But no, it's just that couch co-op's dying, and Halo's always one of the ones to have it. So I get that they are trying to make this thing as polished as they can, so they're dropping pieces off of the armor to let this game come out.
Yeah.
So this is such a weird double-edged sword with this game, because I'd love to have all the stuff at launch, but also like to see it this year, because we were supposed to get it last year, and the Xbox really needs something to sell hardware that
Yeah.
we're about to talk about. So,
No, go ahead.
good God, does this need to drop December 8th? If for some reason they push this back, sweet Jesus.
Well,
They're confident.
I was just gonna
Yeah.
say I'll write a letter to 343 and let them know like you want co-op, so push back the campaign. Just push it back to 2023.
Nah.
To
Please,
2023.
XOXO.
Yeah.
A whole year had to be taken out.
Yeah. Well, we gotta put couch co-op in. We gotta make sure that those pixels look good. Okay, so we also saw that they showed off a new Halo-themed Elite controller to celebrate the 20th anniversary for Halo, as well as a limited edition Halo Infinite Xbox Series X, available November 15th. God damn, that fucking Elite controller looks so good.
Oh,
It is
boy.
hot.
It looks
So-
so good.
When they started showing controls and stuff, I love the Xbox, the new Xbox controller. I was like, I'll buy every colorway that comes out, and I've done that so far.
No.
Oh,
And then I was
Lord.
like, it's okay though. I needed a new
Is
Elite
it?
controller because I had an Elite Series 1, and so now I can get a Series 2 with it. So I did put the pre-orders in for the Elite and the next thing we're talking about. I was luckily able to snag both of them. But, God, a hit to the wallet. I'll say that.
That's
Alright.
rent money, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
That's
it is.
$700 right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say this because you want to talk about hits. Like, I have gone through hell the last month with Walmart specifically.
Oh
This
no.
is where I'm getting my piece in. I bought an Xbox Series X from Walmart.com on July 29th. And they said the latest will come to you is August 18th. So I said, all right, bet. I'm not going to worry about it too much.
No.
2 days before the 18th. Didn't get a shipping notification still. It's been about almost 3 weeks now. I'm a little concerned. So let me call up there. They assured me it would come. And I'm like, all right, cool. 18th comes. Finally get an update on the order. Delayed. I'm like, fuck, here we go. It's delayed. So I call up there, I make a fit, and they're like, all right, we're going to solve it. All right, calm down. I say specifically, I've seen Walmart restock their supply like once already while I was waiting. So I don't want to see another restock and then my order sitting there untouched. Another week passes, another restock happens. I'm like, I'm going to burn down the headquarters.
Oh God.
And then suddenly we're watching Gamescom. They announced this really pretty looking Halo Xbox with the gold trim with the starry lights at the top. Like I'm falling in love, and I'm like, maybe is this a sign?
Yeah.
So I start clicking the pre-order button. I'm going ham on the button. It doesn't exist for a couple of minutes, and then oh wait, it's back, and then I can click it. I'm able to make it through to the checkout page.
Yeah, baby.
So I canceled that fucking Walmart order in a heartbeat, and I sent all the emails from their fulfillment center. Hey, I don't need y'all anymore. I'm canceling the order.
It's just a picture of you. It's a picture of you.
Honestly. So that is honestly the highlight of all of Gamescom. I don't care what happens the next 2 days. Like, that is the best thing that could have happened to me. Now I'll have to wait a little longer because it doesn't come out till November 15th, but it will be worth it.
That's okay. Oh my God.
Congrats to both of you guys then for snagging these.
I'm still waiting for it to drop on Amazon just so I can snag it there because Gamescom happened while I was at work and it's been pretty busy lately, so I didn't get a chance to, do anything for when Wario 64 just put it out. So let's hope, and I'm hoping I can get that Elite controller. I'll sell a kidney if I have to.
God damn.
$700, Cristian.
You only need one.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the controller itself is $200. The
right, but like
way overpriced for that.
It's $200, but also for the
Well,
the
he needs
Series
his rent
X,
money as
the
well.
Series X. Nah, I don't pay rent.
Yeah, now he has to sell the kidney to make rent.
Nah,
I
don't pay rent.
I need the money to pay for Tinder Gold, Ruben.
You know what?
Keep it
once we get some money in coming in from these ads,
See those lights.
we're gonna get you a Twitch. We're gonna get you a Tinder Gold subscription. All right.
Dude, you'll be able to move around your location like no other.
Like no other. Next thing we saw was Saints Row reboot for PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series One, Series One, Xbox Series S, Xbox One, and PC. Releases on January 25th, 2022. Are we excited about this?
I know this guy is.
Saints Row.
Yes.
Oh God, I'm so
I
sorry.
am super.
Also, yeah.
Guys, this is just a rip-off of GTA, though.
All right, number one, I will fight you. Number two, I am because I'm like the biggest Saints Row 4 defender in the world, or at least it feels that way. Saints Row,
Jesus.
Yeah, I love Saints Row 4. Saints Row 4 is about doing shit with your friends and the camaraderie with that, and having the same group of friends go from we're a regular street gang to we're literally saving the world from aliens. Like, there's a vibe that it's like you're going through shit with your friends and it makes the bond stronger. It's like that type of vibe to it. But you're also having fun at the same time singing fucking Biz Markie songs on the radio. So it's like there's a certain vibe that Saints Row in general is, and I love that series. I've played everything but the first game, funny enough. So, LOL on that. But I'm going to play through the whole series leading up to February. I'm very excited. Did not expect it to drop in February. I was expecting fall next year at the earliest because this game's been sitting for a long time. So, I just expected it to take a little bit longer to come out, but I'm happy it's coming out. There's been rumors for like a year or two now. So, I'm super excited about it. I'm a little hesitant because I've been with this other crew since 2013 or so, since Saints Row 2. So, I've come to love these characters. I guess 2008 Saints Row 2. So we'll see what this new cast has.
Yeah, but you've played Saints Row 4 for like 50 times already since all these re-releases,
Look, I've played it twice, all right?
Okay.
I almost 100%ed it twice, but that's a different story. But yeah, I love Saints Row 4. That's like top 10 games of all time for me. It's like straight up. But yeah, I'm apprehensive. Like, I'm interested in it. Like, it looks gorgeous, and the new art direction is a lot more fitting to the current standard of art direction. It doesn't look so Fortnite-y anymore, which a lot of people are saying on the internet. I think it's going to be good. And also the gameplay structure sounds like it's going to be very similar to 2 and 3, which I think is good because I've missed the vibe of 2 and 3. But yeah, we'll see. See, everyone else loves 3. 3 is everyone's favorite. It's either 3 or 2, and then I'm sitting here in the corner with 4. So, but yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. I'm just going to wait and see if I fuck with the characters. Like, I'm pre-ordering this game. This will be a day one purchase for me, but I just got to see if all of the new coat of paint that's put on it is going to stick with me. So, time will tell on that.
Okay. All right. The next one we got here was Marvel's... What?
Oh, wait, do you want to talk about Saints as well?
I had a quick piece to say, too.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
My bad.
Oh,
I should have just done it. I'm the kind of dude that, like, was never into Saints Row. Like, I played them, and I was like, this is whatever, I guess. So, first of all, I apologize to Emmett for saying that. But I did hear, like, Blessing talk about this game, like, behind closed doors. And honestly, the idea of, like, these Zoomers, like, getting together to do, like, a crime startup, I think sounds really cool. And, like, honestly... Yeah, like if people who I respect on Twitter and like obviously if Emmett like digs it and like I hear the good word being spread about it, then I'm always down to try anything. So
yeah, but they also said something similar about crap. I forgot the goddamn name of the game. Oh, that Ubisoft game.
Crackdown 3?
No, the Ubisoft. Oh,
Watch Dogs Legion?
Yeah, well, Watch Dogs in general, and Watch Dogs 1 was just...
Watch Dogs 2 slaps, though.
I like Watch Dogs 1.
Watch Dogs 1 was the better story. Watch Dogs 2 story was just shit.
2 was so good.
2 had the best characters, though. Undeniable.
Yeah, that's true. But also Watch Dogs Legions was horrendous.
Trench was awesome.
Horrendous.
Watch Dogs Legion barely had characters.
That was the whole shtick. It had so many characters.
No, it had a bunch of NPCs.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, none of them had much of a personality. They barely had a voice. They shared like 3 voices with different modulators.
Hey, that's a lot of money we got to pay out to voice actors.
Couple pitches difference.
Yeah, exactly.
Add some auto-tune, you're fine.
Yeah,
man,
exactly.
That game could have been special. Then I returned it a week after.
It couldn't have been special. We all knew, guys. We all knew that game was gonna fucking fail the minute they said you could be anybody in the world.
No, but that's what sounded cool. But what I didn't realize it would be a fucking ocean that's super shallow. I thought it would at least have some depth.
Emmett, I could have told you this. This is a Ubisoft game. Of course, it's going to be the shallow.
You're talking to the man who's excited about Nickelodeon fighting game. I don't have great judgment. All right.
I mean, listen, that game does sound good.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Next topic was Marvel's Midnight Suns, the Firaxis. Marvel XCOM game officially announced. Looks like it's going to be a super-powered version of the studio's XCOM franchise. While the game will feature customizable superheroes, it would also feature iconic Marvel characters like Iron Man, Wolverine, Captain America, Captain Marvel, and more. The game is set to be released in March 2022, but the first gameplay will be revealed on September 1st, 2021.
I want to pause on this one just because what I've heard from Firaxis, like I don't know where I heard this quote from. They specifically said this is not an XCOM game.
Yes, this is also true. I also heard that.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what that means because all we know from them is XCOM, and they say it's still tactical action, but it's specifically not XCOM. So I don't know if that means like a Dragon Age Origins type of style where you're fighting in real time but can control people. Like
in my head, I immediately thought, oh, let's hope that this is more Fire Emblem than it is XCOM.
I call it Fire Emblem Tactics. That's what I'm seeing in my head.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, that sounds good.
I'm curious
reasonable.
now.
Yeah.
It's on my radar.
We'll see.
Yeah, gameplay in a couple days, so I just want to see what it looks like because now I don't know what to think at all.
Fire Emblem Three Houses is still my game of the year this year, so we'll see.
This year,
did not come out this year.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding, guys.
My game of the year this year is Titanfall 2. All right.
My game of this year is Mario and Rabbids, the sequel.
Kingdom. Oh, okay, the sequel.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm talking about like the. Oh, you didn't watch live, did you?
Oh yeah, the awards. Yeah.
The
We did.
awards.
Yeah, we did. Oh no, I didn't watch live. Well,
They were giving out 2021 awards for games that come out next year. It's wild.
It was
Yeah.
so
No.
odd. It was just, but some of them didn't come out next year and won.
okay.
Well,
So
it
I
was
do
like
not
best
under-
of show award thing. That's what it was. They were like,
Nothing
"Oh, here's the
about
best
it
show
made
this year."
sense.
Jeff
Mario,
Keighley.
it wasn't even here.
No,
Yeah, that's
it
the
was
weird
just
thing.
shown.
It was in the Ubisoft
strange.
forward.
Elden Ring was in each of them for every genre.
Of course. You gotta put
But-
that shit in everything.
While
Yeah,
we're
those
talking
awards were
about
weird. No,
Midnight
I already
Sun,
cut it.
when I first saw this trailer, I thought it was a new Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I got real excited for a second.
Oh my god, that would have been perfect.
I was
Just
like,
made one of those.
I know. I was like, oh, I'm so fast.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
So fast. My sweet summer child.
Such a good game.
The next
4 was fun.
the next thing that was up was Horizon Forbidden West has been delayed out of 2021, which we all knew. New date is going to be February 18th, 2022, with also the news that Horizon Zero Dawn gets a 60 FPS update for PS5.
Hell
And
yeah.
like, just
Boring.
delay this game indefinitely. You know, we don't really need
No!
a Horizon
Shut up!
Forbidden West.
This was supposed to be my, well, it still is my year of dreams because I could potentially get a Kendrick album and a Nickelodeon fighting game in the same year. But that was going to be on the docket too. Like, I was very excited for, Horizon this year, and then they pushed it back, and I was heartbroken. Like, I understand it. I'm not super angry, but I was like, damn, I really wanted to play that this year. But push it back, and now that we have 60 frames in Horizon, the only reason I bought it on PC was to play it at 60 frames. Now that I have that on PS5,
Listen, man, it's
I
funny you
don't know why I
just
spent
said
that
that
40
you
bucks.
weren't upset about this. You just told us in the pre-show that you just came back from freaking. You had a pitchfork in your hand with a torch coming back from from
I was moving hay
Sony
bales.
headquarters. Okay,
No, I have a farm outside. That's what that is.
all right, because you also had a sign that said "fucking Horizon Forbidden West" coming out this year, with an angry face next to it. Anyway,
I time traveled. I'm in a time loop.
gotcha.
remember?
Oh, okay. That makes sense now.
Yeah, man. I had to
He's on
murder
that
my
new
wife. I'm kidding.
Anybody else have anything to say about Horizon Forbidden West?
Surprising to see it here, but I mean, I'm happy we got a
I was
confirmed
not
date.
expecting the date and everything to be dropped here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
An odd place, but I still don't know if I'm excited for this game. I have a lot
Shut
of
up,
problems
Ryan.
with the first one.
Well,
it's fair to have problems.
That's fair.
To be fair, you don't really want this kind of news on a state of play, right? You want to get this news out somewhere else where it doesn't.
I think
affect
just
the state
launching
of
the
play.
date is fine. You could have just showed me the date.
Well, no,
and then,
because
like,
everybody's been
sizzle.
saying, "Oh, this game is definitely coming out this year," but we all knew that in our heart of hearts that this game wasn't coming out this year.
Nothing's coming out this year. Ratchet and Clank was the one thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Returnal.
fine.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Was Housemarque a PlayStation studio then?
No,
Not at
No.
the time. Now they are.
No. I was like,
So,
when they
you got a
bought
point.
after
It
Returnal?
counts. It counts.
it still
All
counts.
right.
Returnal didn't
I
go
will
anywhere else,
say-
so it does count.
I will say for this Horizon date specifically, I think a lot of people thought it was kind of weird that both Halo and Horizon had their dates revealed here. And I think it makes sense because for PlayStation specifically, they've been so sparse the whole summer.
Listen,
Like they had that one state of play and it had what? Subnautica and Sifu and this.
I'm
so
still
it's
waiting
like-
for.
Deathloop.
I'm still waiting for
Yeah,
PSX to be
Deathloop too.
announced. You know,
It was the
Gosh,
Deathloop one.
no. That is
Yeah.
Keep
not
dreaming,
happening.
dude. It ain't
Listen,
coming back this year.
it's coming
Yeah.
back. It's not coming back this year. You're right, but it's coming back
Yeah.
next year, and I'm buying.
But yeah, in any case, it made sense for the date to be here because what else is Sony gonna pack a presentation with for this to be the news at the end? And also, this isn't something you want to build up to.
Yeah,
So it's
exactly.
better-
So like,
surprise, we're here.
Like
Bad
I
news.
said-
all right, but there's 60 frames. Bye.
right. So it's better to have it off somewhere else as opposed to a state of play where you want everybody to be excited for it. You know.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah,
By the way, Square Enix, where the fuck is Final Fantasy 16? You know, just give me another trailer, please.
oh yeah.
Give us
I
some
need
time.
No, I
What-
don't
what
need
is
it to come
it?
out. I just need another trailer. Okay.
I'll tell you right now,
All right.
Game Awards release window.
Ooh.
Oh.
Lock it in.
Ooh. All right. Well,
Window.
what-
I didn't say date.
Listen.
but window. I can see it.
Window.
The
I'll
question
double
is-
dip on that one.
are you coming back for our Game of the Year conversation? this year. We'll talk.
I could be down for that. Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
All right, cool.
It's in the right spot schedule wise. Yeah, I'm fucking with it.
It'll
Let's
probably
make
be
it
in
happen.
January. Just a heads up.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I'm down.
Yeah,
We're
okay.
already going to be talking about that stuff on PGU, so yeah,
Okay.
let's go.
All right. Cool.
Nice.
What was I saying? What was I gonna say here? I'm doubling down. I'll give you the release. I'll give you the release month and my guessing date.
For Final
Oh.
Fantasy
For
16,
Final Fantasy 16,
go for it.
At the VGAs.
September
2022.
2022. And let me look at the calendar real quick so I can find a Friday.
I said
on this
To be
2042.
pushed to
I said
November
2042.
at a later date.
Yeah, right.
September 2022, the 23rd.
Ooh,
That's my call.
all right.
Bro, okay. All right,
That's-
we'll see.
We'll see. I still think that game is like 2 years out.
This guy's
This
fucking
It's,
is
a, it's
the
a Final
first of
Fantasy
those
game. It
second
could come
games.
out next week or it could come out 10 years.
You want
We don't know.
The next thing we had up was the extended look of Call of Duty Vanguard's campaign was revealed. The question is, what was everybody's thoughts? Laura Bailey looking real cool in this fucking game.
I mean, we do stand a feminist murder person. But yeah, I'm a little bit conflicted on this because I'm a big Call of Duty fan. Like, I play every Call of Duty. Like, it's just by default, I enjoy these games at a baseline every single time. So I'm going to play this one as well. I feel really conflicted about being positive about Call of Duty on the internet.
Yeah.
For, of course, Blizzard, you know, they're out here shredding documents of evidence that proves their shitty behavior. So it's like, I don't feel great about that, but at the same time, Belinda Garcia is written on this game. She actually wrote the demo that got put into this got put into the presentation. Alexa Ray Correa, who I loved from way back in the day on What's Good Game, she's writing on this. There's a lot of very passionate women behind this game in a lot of different places in the development team, and just a team that I want to support. Like, I like Sledgehammer. They make great games. So I really feel weird about trying to punish their bosses by also inadvertently punishing the team that is more or less innocent in this case.
Right.
So yeah, it's a weird thing. I think about it literally half the day. I'm like, shit, this is weird. Because it's not just them. It's also, you know, people talking about Overwatch. You know, they're changing the name of McCree, and people are, you know, getting on that tweet and roasting them. But that development team are trying to do the right thing in a shitty situation. It's the people above them. So
else. That one is such a. All of this is such a. It's the same way I feel about like Diablo 2 and stuff. It's this these games that I know have awesome people working on them, especially this Call of Duty. There's an all-star female cast that worked on it, and it's really impressive and all that. But then you go back and you're like, but Activision taking all the money from it, so it's such a hard one for your brain to boil down to. It's such a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
I think the reveal trailer for the game itself was last week, if I recall correctly. And Richie
that was the Warzone event.
Yeah. Richie wanted us to talk about it, and I was like, I don't know. You know, Activision's still kind of shitty, but then everybody was telling me like, oh yeah, but Sledgehammer has been really, you know, been good with the game in the sense of like they have this all-star cast leading the writing, the doing all this crazy stuff. So I was like, I was hesitant at first, but like now I am excited to play this game.
Doesn't it have its demo this weekend?
Yeah, the alpha's going up for pre-order people this weekend.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, it's only one specific mode though. It's like their Champion Hill mode, which is a hybrid of a bunch of other modes they've had. But I don't want to say excited because it's like I'm gonna watch. It's like as excited as I am for a Marvel movie. I'm going to see Black Widow, whether or not I'm excited about it or not. I've seen it at this point, by the way.
Okay,
I understand that emotion. That's how
I got concerned there for a second. I got very concerned there for a second. I thought you were going to.
That's how I feel about the. That's how I feel about the TV shows.
Oof.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't even started What If, but I know I will because it's Marvel. So it's the same thing with Call of Duty.
This morning because I had the day off. I was like,
contractually
crank these out. When you have to say I have to crank something out, it's not going to be the most hyped part of I'm
contractually.
What out?
I feel bad for that child that got cranked out.
Watch these shows. You was talking about What If.
Oh
yeah. What If? I'm just like. guess how powerful are these ones? And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's
I feel you. But yeah, I'm going to play the Call of Duty game. I'm sure it will be good. A question of how good, we'll see. But I trust the people behind it.
Yeah.
If not the company behind it, definitely the people.
Yeah.
So it's interesting you said, have you played, I'm one of those people that buys the Call of Duty games for the multiplayer only. I don't give a shit about the campaign.
What the you doing it wrong, bro?
I know,
Yeah,
I
you
know,
gotta
I
get in
know, I
those
know, I
campaigns.
know, but like,
Start with Infinite Warfare. That's all I'm gonna say there.
nah, Infinite Warfare is the worst game I played.
Says the person who only plays the multiplayer. The
Is that
campaign
one
is worth
Heaven
In the
playing.
sense of the future shit. Like, I don't really give a shit about the future shit. You know?
Well, that's fair, but
Yeah.
that has probably the best campaign of every Call of Duty.
Okay.
That's good.
But in any case, finish your question.
Oh no, I was just curious to see, like, am I alone in this? Like, do you, Christian and Ryan, do you guys play the campaign
Yeah.
yeah. I played the campaign
for all of them?
especially if it's a Black
I
Ops
skipped
game.
I skipped Cold War just because
Okay.
I was tired.
All right.
Just-
I
love
I-
the
fun.
Cold War campaign. I thought it was great, especially adding to the Black Ops mythos and everything.
Okay. All right.
But
Alright.
yeah, no, like you said, Infinite Warfare's campaign is fucking great.
This campaign looks really good that I will probably be playing.
World War was the last Sledgehammer called World War II?
Yep. It was.
It had
Which-
a really somewhat mediocre campaign.
Yeah. That's the thing. That's why I'm like, because I thought Advanced Warfare was pretty good, and then World War II was just like, all right, this is just like, it was almost literally stand here, shoot, don't move from the spot. Okay, now stand here, don't move from the spot and shoot. It was so linear that it really frustrated me. It did some cool stuff with, like, I know it's weird to say, but like, it's the only World War II game to really like even mention concentration camps other than the first Wolfenstein reboot. And I was like, all right, you're trying to like get really grounded and really serious here, but it's still a Call of Duty game. You have fucking towers falling down and trains going off the rails. Like,
Yeah.
it was totally weird, and it just didn't, neither part of it, the action craziness or the serious tone, really did anything for me. It wasn't super crazy.
On that, Emmett, I appreciated like that they were actually like engaging with that kinds of material that they hadn't approached before. Like, credit to Sledgehammer, because like that's something very cool to see in a game that a lot of people are gonna get their eyes on. But I did feel like it was like I don't know, like gamifying something that was like sensitive subject material just didn't sit right with me.
Yeah.
And we're getting that today with the Martin Luther King Fortnite event, which is like the same exact,
So
like, it's
weird.
very, very similar thing that I'm like, it just feels a little weird. But
Very strange, yeah.
Especially
It
because, like,
doesn't make any sense.
for me, it's like there's no reason why. Like, don't get me wrong, MLK, like,
Cool dude.
cool
dude,
dude. He did a lot of great shit for people of color, but like, why are you putting him in this game? But that's a topic of conversation that we're not gonna get into.
That's a
today.
whole hour-long podcast.
Yeah,
on its own.
exactly.
I want to have one thing on that though before we move on.
Go ahead.
When I woke up this morning and saw that was happening, I got so worried there was going to be a Martin Luther King skin in game. I was like, the hate crimes that will come from that.
I don't trust people enough.
I thought it was going to be one of those things that that they did for the Apple lawsuit, where they took that commercial.
Or they took that old commercial.
Yeah, I just.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought it was one of those things, and I was like, "Oh
Brother,
God, no!" Oh,
I
God,
do
no.
not want to see Martin Luther King rendered into Fortnite engine. That would,
Yeah.
I might actually not. That is a hate crime in and of itself.
Yeah,
It truly is.
they'll turn you into the
Christ.
Joker.
But
At least you try.
here's the thing: I say that, but then I think, didn't we all watch My Friend Martin in like 4th grade?
Oh,
So I'm like,
sure.
Yes, and
So,
that was
like-
an uncomfortable time in my predominantly white
But like,
school.
if I was in 4th grade, that wasn't blasphemous. So I'm like,
Yeah, but it's
for the
different.
kids.
It's different because Epic might be essentially gaining money from this. Like not from what they're doing now,
yeah,
but
like-
like if they.
They could be inviting new players to go spend money
Yeah.
on the Ariana Grande
Yeah,
costume. I
yeah,
understand.
Yeah, and that's not something we want.
He was anti-capitalist, so that makes sense.
That's exactly.
yeah.
Mhm.
I got a couple stories here that we're just gonna breeze through. Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga gets a new gameplay
wait.
trailer and spring 2022 release window. Jet the Far Shore, PS4, PS5, and PC release date is October 5th. Splitgate.
I am immediately excited about Jet. That game, I'm like, it's a game. I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
That's my
Christian's
entire
very
emotion.
excited for it,
Bro,
but
let's
whatever.
meditate. Let's get depressed. Let's think about how small we are in the universe. I can't fucking wait.
Every time I hear Jet the Far Shore, Blessing's voice just gets immediately into my head because for some reason, I don't know how to put this. Blessing has talked about Jet the Far Shore a lot, and he's compared it to the other Rare game that he's played. I forgot what.
Jet Force Gemini?
Yes, I think.
Yeah, he loves Jet Force Gemini.
Yes. So like Jet Force Gemini and Jet the Far Shore, like those two are interchangeable for me. I know that's completely way off base and that shouldn't be.
Oh my
but
God.
that's what pops into my head.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't think of anything more far away from Jet Set Radio. Not
Yeah.
Jet Set Radio.
God, fucking Jet Set Radio.
Gemini.
Sure.
God.
God damn, I love that
Like,
game.
listen to his impressions on PS I Love You. See if that game's actually good. Pop quiz, it's not.
Yeah, that's what I've
They
heard.
don't like it apparently. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Um,
Yeah, him and Greg don't like it. So I guess see what they have to say.
Fuck.
We'll find out. Splitgate Season 0 was announced and it's out now. And
yeah.
of course, we have Cristian on the show, so I had to put this up. Persona 5's
Oh, swag.
Morgana will be arriving in Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania as post-launch DLC.
First of
Funniest
all,
moment of the whole conference. Hilarious.
Before we even get into the Morgana stuff, we have to deal with one other thing, which is it is confirmed we have all the fucking mini games in it. Which if you have not played Super Monkey Ball mini games, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like it's one of the greatest mini games ever.
Now that's
So
some
good.
couch co-op.
Look, if you ever play like the Mario mini games on the DS, like they're on par with like quality of like that shit, dude. It's so good. What you have a question, Ruben?
No, I was just saying, yeah, I haven't played any Super Monkey Ball.
Yeah, they
Never
rock.
have I.
And then they made the mistake of not allowing online
Yeah.
for the mini games, which was like very
Stupid.
disappointing.
Yeah.
They'll patch it in like 4 months. Watch.
And I'll be ready. I'll be welcoming everyone with open arms.
Nintendo did the same thing, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that stream.
Yeah, but Nintendo did it like a year and a half after the game
Yeah.
came out.
Yeah, like
True.
they did that like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
If Sega's smart enough to put all the Yakuza games on PC, they're smart enough to get on that patch sooner than a year and a half.
Yes. Good point.
Okay, cool. I moved some stuff in the dock. We also have a release date for Sifu. Remember, as it was delayed a couple months ago. I'm not even sure. Time is a flat circle. Finally being released February 22nd, 2022. Which, God, that's a lot of twos.
Just need to feel that combat out. Like I've seen enough of it to where I just need to feel it. I need to know, are we working with an Arkham system here? Like where are we at with this combat?
Have you played Absolver?
I have played Absolver.
Absolver
Yeah,
didn't
and
quite work for me.
Absolver was
Damn.
shit. I'm going to be honest.
Wow.
Ooh,
Strong.
As someone who plays a lot of combat games, especially fighting games, Absolver was not a good game. It was not a good game at all.
I
Yeah.
fuck with the combat mechanics a lot. Damn. Sorry, go
I
ahead, Emmett.
hated it. I hated it.
I just think, it didn't feel impactful to hit stuff. There were a lot of cool options and stuff, but like once you actually make contact with someone, it didn't feel like, oh man, I really kicked him in the shins, It just
No,
felt kind of
every
floaty.
hit in that game felt so light.
Yeah. It's just like
So,
ta, 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 ta.
I think
Bad.
the issue with that game is that most of like the deep mechanics of the combat happen in the late game. Like you have to beat it and then go and replay stuff to unlock all the decks and stuff, and that's when it starts to get complicated. And I don't know how I can't speak to how hard the fists were hitting, I guess, for you guys, but yeah. If you
Not
weren't like
hard
Sifu
Hard
looks like
enough.
it hits harder. That's all
not hard
I'm gonna
enough,
say.
okay. Well, maybe Sifu will hit harder, I guess.
That old man looks like he's hitting like a truck, so
Yeah.
I hope it does.
Yeah.
And finally, last but not least, of course, we can't forget the great Kojima gave us another look at Death Stranding, the director's cut, and it shows off new items, new features, and missions, including a jetpack. And guys, is this just Death Stranding Metal Gear Solid Edition?
I ran around my fucking house when that trailer
Looks
played.
like it.
Are we playing Death Stranding again, Christian?
See,
I
I never
mean,
played it,
I've-
so this is gonna be my first time.
Yeah, I knew
Oh.
Emmett had never played it, so I'm curious to hear what your thoughts were on seeing this trailer specifically.
this is exactly what I need to hear. Because a big thing that scared me away from the original game is just how obtuse it is because it's Kojima, but also how tedious just straight up walking from place to place could be. And seeing things
It's
like that
good.
jetpack really has me a little bit, I'm calming down a little bit from like, oh man, it's gonna be a bitch to just get off this cliff. Now I can just float down once I unlock the jetpack in 40 hours or however long it takes.
I
But
have one
we'll see.
question for you. Did you play Red Dead Redemption 2?
I loved Red Dead Redemption 2.
Did you beat Red
Thank you.
Dead Redemption 2?
Put 100 hours into it?
So
and
then
beat it.
you should have no problem playing
Mhm.
this game
But
because this is way better.
But I was actively excited and anticipating Red Dead Redemption 2, where Death Stranding is something I'm gonna dip my toe in.
Listen,
I bought the copy so I can get the $10 upgrade for PS5. We'll
for you.
see how it goes, and if I'm into the story, if I'm into if I want to like a game, I will like it. But if I don't, then I will just I gotta be convinced. So we'll see what it goes.
I got one more question for you about it.
Ryan, go ahead.
Okay.
Christian, we'll
I
go to
was gonna ask, are you a Kojima guy? Like, are you a Metal Gear guy?
I played Metal Gear Solid 4, and that's it. And
Fuck
I
yeah,
love
baby.
it.
That's it? What?
I feel like this has come up on here before. It was
Not on this show.
It's definitely come up on the internet before. Long story short, Metal Gear Solid 4 came out. Everyone was like 10 out of 10, one of the greatest games of all time. I had a PS3, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try it.
That's the only game I haven't played.
And I did not realize that it was only a 10 out of 10 if you played every other game before. And I played through that whole game, and I was like, what the fuck is any of this? I understand this is supposed to be important, but I don't have any context and blah, 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 blah. So I went along life just thinking that was probably a great game. That wasn't for me because I didn't play jack shit else. And I have not touched a single Kojima game since.
Emmett,
Damn. You fucking up, dude.
I do want to play through some, the other Metal Gear Solid games. I own a great deal of them. But, that's where I'm at with Kojima. I'm waiting for one of his things to connect because I know everyone. See, I have a PlayStation Mini, and I also own it, so I can play it on Vita digitally. So,
listen, I am telling you right here, right now. Please do yourself
sweating,
a
dog.
favor. Oh yeah, me too. Do yourself. I'm in a heat wave. What's your excuse? Do yourself a favor and play these games, Emmett. Please.
one day I will get around.
No,
to it,
not one day before the end of 2021. Okay.
That's
I'm
a
not
lot to ask
guaranteeing
for.
that.
We have
That
like
is a lot
4
to
months
ask. That
left.
is a lot to
I got
ask.
4 Saints Row games to
Before-
replay before February.
Before the end of 2022, I am begging you, please
I
play
could
these
probably do
games.
I
Okay.
can probably do that.
If you can't play one, that's okay. Like I
I have
understand.
access to one multiple ways.
Okay, but like 2, 3, and 5, since you've already played 4.
Honestly, I
I
think
want you to
5's a
play.
good jumping off point for anybody trying to play a Metal
Yeah,
Gear
but
game.
like he needs to have the whole story. We can't just throw him in there.
I understand that, but also 5 is the best to play.
5 is the best to play.
I would disagree. 5 sucked.
Whoa.
So, gameplay wise,
We're saving
Let's
we're
not
saving
get-
that.
okay, we'll re-examine.
We
said
will
enough
come
blasphemous
back.
things on the
We
show.
will come back here in 1 year's time, and
Yeah, we'll
have
see where
both
I'm at.
Christian and Emmett seeing where they're both at. Go ahead, Christian.
Yeah, well, earlier I wanted to speak to what you said, and then I guess speak to Emmett, bouncing off of Ruben. Yeah, the comparison to Red Dead 2 is honestly such a great comparison that I hadn't thought of until you said it, because I think if you really enjoyed playing as Arthur Morgan and existing as Arthur and having slow meditative segments, you're really gonna like Death Stranding. I think. A big hurdle for you is going to be the how weird and obtuse Kojima can be, because it is a sci-fi setting, so he's allowed to just get really fucking weird with it.
Yeah.
So and he starts off weird, but it's still grounded. It makes sense why this stuff is happening in the real world. You just kind of have to keep up with all the threads of what's going on. So if you can engage with it, I think you can have a lot of fun. Plus I know a lot of people were worried about walking from place to place and how boring walking can be, but he really makes walking a core game mechanic. So it's legit fun to carry around your suitcase because he built the game in mind of walking, right? So he makes sure that the walking up a hill is engaging enough to keep you satisfied, and I think it is, because
Yes.
you're getting the feedback from Sam talking, and you're talking to BB. Then it starts raining, and so you have to counter that, and then you fucking make it like to where you're going to go, and you see your destination in the background, and it's the camera zooms out and music starts playing, and your character starts talking about how like much of a like shitty trip it's been, and it hits every single time, and you're getting that constant feedback like minute to minute. It's fantastic, and then you get to take a break and watch a I don't know 20-minute cutscene that's just like dope. I got my fill for today.
Yeah.
So
I'll think about it. The thing about stories like this, where when it's a bunch of complicated things, I like complicated, obtuse shit. I like it in small doses. When it's too many proper nouns for 50 hours plus, it starts having the Lord of the Rings effect, and I just zone out and don't care anymore. So like, we'll see about it, but I will remain hopeful. I'll go in with an open heart come, I think, September sometime when that drops. So
September 15th.
yeah, I'll be looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, 25th.
Yeah.
Sorry. So
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
I had one last thing to bring up to the show before we end it. A lot of people are out here saying like, "Fuck, February is so packed," and Emmett, you posted up a tweet. I think it was yesterday, the other day. Yeah, yesterday, where you had said, "I'm not even gonna." What did you say?
I'm February.
And I
I'm
replied.
very wary of what's coming.
I replied back today, and I said I can honestly say that none of these games are for me. February is going to be empty as fuck for me, and that's okay, because I'll be too busy playing Pokemon. You know, too busy catching all those Pokemon.
All right, enjoy all 10 of your frames.
That's okay. I'm all right with that.
that's awesome, dude. What a great Sorry, Brian, go.
No. Because I'm the complete opposite way. I have 5 days in between Legends of Arceus coming out and Elden Ring. My two most hyped games I've been for a very long time.
You actually have 7 days.
I have 7 sweet days to beat Legends of Arceus.
No.
Fantastic.
It's
No, the other way around.
yes.
Elden Ring
Is it
first.
Elden Ring is first.
You aren't beating Elden Ring. I'm sorry.
So you have to stay
not
up
beating Elden
for
Ring.
no. You have to stay up for 7 days straight and beat Elden Ring, okay? And then you can move on to Pokemon Legends Arceus, okay?
Wow. And I thought I was screwed with Horizon on the 18th and Saints Row on the 25th. Like,
yeah, but
at
like,
least I can run through those main path if I need to. Sifu too. Shit.
Yeah, you're
bro,
fucked.
fucked.
You are so
We're all
fucked,
fucked, bro.
except for me.
God.
I'm good.
Man, forget you, bro.
I'm good. I'm all good.
And I'm not gonna lie, the Destiny 2 presentation has me a little bit interested in Witch Queen too. So I'm like, shit, that might be on my plate.
Don't do it, bro.
Don't.
I know I
do it.
should.
You're gonna
Mine,
fall into the hole. Eric Ginn is gonna tell you something about like, oh, Destiny's such a great game, but like,
Either him or Cam Koenig, one of the two.
it's been 7 years since this game came out. Like, fucking die already. I'm
The
kidding.
game
I'm
is
kidding.
fun.
I'm kidding.
It is still very fun, but God, do I not? What I say about proper nouns? Too many proper nouns, I stay away.
Yeah. I logged into Destiny, I want to say like a couple weeks ago, and I was so lost on what the fuck was happening. Like, I'm just here for the gameplay, and that's it. Gameplay is great.
For real.
Don't get me wrong.
Amen.
Gameplay is good. Bungie knows what they're doing. Okay, we've gone a little too long on this show. So, let's do some final thoughts. Ryan, what did we think?
Everything?
Was Gamescom worth it?
Yes, I thought it was a great way to update me on a lot of minor updates that I felt like I needed, and it got me excited. And then there's some also cool announcements, such as things like Marvel Midnight Suns and mostly Marvel Midnight Suns, if we want to talk about it. But like stuff like that. It was a cool way for me to get my little updates on games I care about, and also some updates on things I was not even expecting.
Okay. Emmett?
Overall, what we've seen at Gamescom so far, because I do want to say that is still technically going, I think, for the rest of the weekend.
Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah. I liked what I saw a lot. This is probably the best showing I've seen from any Gamescom related sequence of events since I've been paying attention to Gamescom. So I'm really excited to see what we got here. A lot of good games. Even the Future Game Show, we only talked about the Nickelodeon stuff, but like there are a lot of cool independent and AA games in there too. So definitely go check out the Future Game Show as well. There's a lot of good shit there. But yeah, a great stuff. And Geoff Keighley knocked out the part with opening night live. I think this was better than the E3 showing, honestly, for this year. Yeah. And yeah, good stuff overall.
Okay, cool. Cristian?
shout out to Doka V and Cult of the Lamb. Cannot wait to know more.
Doka V, I'm
The
excited
Lamb
about.
looks
Yeah.
Fuck
so
yeah.
fucking cool.
Fantastic show. I had so much fun. Like, even if not everything was for me, I still had a great time watching it. And like mostly all of it was super engaging. There was some ads that kind of were a little jarring, but you gotta do what you gotta do to pay the bills, man. But otherwise, yeah, it was a great showing. Good job, Geoff.
Geoff, just do me a favor. Leave the awards for Game Awards, okay? We don't need fucking awards at opening night live. Like the title says, it's literally the opening night. So like, let's fucking get it together, okay?
Don't give an award unless the person receiving that award is likely to cry.
Right. Like nobody at Activision, nobody at like the big pony game.
No one's crying over a E3 award or a Gamescom award. They
Elden
will cry
Ring,
over
we all know
here.
that game's gonna be shit. So like, don't even bother giving it a game.
Oh boy. All right. I'm Death Threat 3.
I don't.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, Elden Ring looks awesome. I might try it. We'll see. You know,
It's no Surge 2, but I respect it.
that horse is going up
damn it,
mountains.
Sweet Jesus.
Oh boy.
Okay, cool. Cristian, I'm sorry. Did I already get to you?
No, I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's enough piece.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's do some plugs. Emmett, where can people find you?
You can find me, as always, at EJSpun61 is where you can find me on Twitter. That's like the most common place I'm at. And then VGU.tv is the name of the website. That's where you can find Players Club podcasts. That's where you can find, any articles I'm writing, anything the whole cast is doing. There's also, we got VGU Win, which is the news podcast, strictly news podcast. And there's a lot of good shit that we're all doing. A lot of YouTube stuff. If you want to see my reaction to the Saints Row reveal, you can see that there. I got very excited. I love Saints Row, man. It's great. You can also see me looking at the Ariana Grande Rift Tour concert because I love Ariana Grande. So
Of course.
reactions to that, of course. So yeah, a lot of good stuff on the YouTube channel, a lot of good stuff on the website. Go ahead and check out VGU.tv and at EJ161 for me.
I'm on the VGU website, and the first thing I see is, of course, the Players Club podcast, episode 65, other franchises that deserve Smash clones, and all I see is Arthur, and I want nothing more than a
dude.
PBS fucking Smash clone. That would be so great. But instead of fighting, they're just like trading niceties,
Yeah,
No,
it's just
they're
a compliment
brawling.
simulator.
Arthur knows how to brawl.
There was an Arthur RPG on PlayStation 1 called Arthur Ready to Race, and let me tell you, it was a banger. Was it actually? No, it actually kind of sucked, but like it was so much fun playing through it. The RPG is that you're building like one of those like derby carts to like win the race of Arthur.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I did have
Banger, dude.
an Arthur computer game back in the 90s, and like I was fucking excited for that shit, playing that shit every week.
Hot diggity damn.
Yeah.
Well, too bad Arthur's canceled.
Unfortunately.
Oh, you're right.
Unfortunate.
39 seasons.
So unfortunate.
Yeah, man. All it takes is one slur. Poor guy.
Oh my god.
Sweet Jesus.
Cristian, where can people find you?
Yeah, I'll start off with my movie podcast, Large Popcorn, weekly podcast. We talk about movies. We just had a new episode drop this week with Cam Hawkins, all about Toy Story, and we went in about Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire versus Tom Holland, which is a great conversation. I also do a weekly video game podcast on Podcast PXN. Every Wednesday, we just had episode 100, so go check that out.
Ooh,
and then
nice.
tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, Friday,
Oh,
August
it's happening. It's
27th.
happening.
It's happening. I am eating my way through the hot ones pack on stream with my friend Islam.
Are you ready for the last dab?
No, dude, I am so scared, dude. I'm gonna give my friends my home address just in case I die on stream. So
I feel sorry for that toilet.
All right.
Can't wait to tune in
keep
and be
that.
like, oh, he's dead.
So when you jump out of a building and they have a trampoline for you to land on so you don't die, what is the equivalent of that for your asshole? Because you're gonna need that.
I think just milk.
Yeah, no.
All right, well, sit in some milk, my guy. 'Cause
It's some milk.
Yeah. So keep that on twitch.tv/IsoChristian.
Okay, cool.
oh boy.
Ryan, where can people find you?
People can find me at Ryan the Lion 3055 on Twitter for wherever I'll be on this wild internet.
Okay, cool. You can find me at That Guy Tuesday, Instagram, Twitter, all those fun stuff. I am working on a special project.
Ooh.
Waiting
Sweet
for
nut
next
nudge.
week. It might be ready next week. It might be ready the week after. But stay tuned for more. It's going to be great. If you know me, you already know what it is. Thank you, Emmett, for joining me.
Oh yeah, no problem. It's always
Cristian.
great to be here.
I'm glad that you spent your last day with us talking about Gamescom.
I hope I don't die.
Well, I meant like you're gonna be shitting on the toilet for like a good week and a half after this. So
It won't be long. It'll just be intense.
yeah. Well, it's gonna feel like a week and a half. So yeah.
I'll
Oh
post
yeah,
on
you'll be
Twitter.
feeling it.
No, I don't want to see you post on Twitter about this.
Audio only.
Oh God. Leave me voice messages. How about that one?
The Twitter space from hell.
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
Ryan, as always, thank you for joining me.
Always a pleasure.
You guys have a lovely night. We'll see you next time. Bye.